I've been fixing cars for over 20 years, and I can tell you something I've never said before. Some of the brands Canadians trusted for decades are quietly disappearing, and one of them will completely shock you. And the brand sitting at number one, I guarantee you'll be glued to the screen. Don't miss a second, because this list could completely change your view of the Canadian automotive market.
For decades, buying a car in Canada was almost predictable. You trusted the same brands. You visited the same dealerships. You expected the same names to dominate every parking lot. Then something changed. Not overnight. Not with one revolutionary vehicle, but through hundreds of small decisions made by millions of buyers. Fuel prices changed. Electric vehicles arrived. Chinese manufacturers entered conversations nobody expected. Software became just as important as engines. And suddenly, some of the biggest names in the automotive industry began facing questions they had never heard before. Why should I still buy this brand? That may be the most dangerous question any automaker can face. Because once customers stop buying out of habit, every sale must be earned again. Today, we're counting down 6 brands that are under growing pressure in Canada. Some are struggling to keep pace with electrification, others are losing buyers to newer competitors. And one of them may shock you more than anything else on this list. Let's begin. Point 6. Mitsubishi. Not long ago, Mitsubishi had a clear identity: affordable, reliable. Simple. That formula worked for years. But today's market rewards something different. Innovation. Electrification. Advanced technology, connected software. Against rapidly evolving competitors, Mitsubishi risks appearing stuck between the past and the future. Its loyal customers remain, but attracting new ones has become far more difficult. 5. Infiniti. Luxury is changing, and Infiniti knows it. Once considered a serious alternative to Germany's biggest premium brands, Infiniti now faces competition from every direction. Traditional luxury manufacturers continue improving. Electric newcomers are redefining expectations. Chinese premium brands are introducing entirely new interpretations of luxury. The challenge isn't quality. The challenge is standing out. In today's market, being good is no longer enough. You have to feel impossible to ignore. For Chrysler, there was a time when Chrysler represented American innovation. Today, many buyers struggle to explain exactly what the brand stands for. Its lineup has become increasingly limited. Consumer attention has shifted toward SUVs, electrification, and software-driven vehicles. Without a stronger identity, staying relevant becomes incredibly difficult. And in the automotive world, irrelevance spreads faster than most people realize. 3. Jaguar. Few brands possess the emotional history of Jaguar. Beautiful design. British elegance, legendary performance. But history alone cannot guarantee tomorrow. The industry is moving toward electrification at extraordinary speed. Customer expectations continue changing. The challenge for Jaguar isn't creating exciting vehicles. It's convincing a new generation of Canadian buyers that the brand still belongs at the center of the luxury conversation. And if the first for brand surprised you, the next may completely change how you see Canada's automotive future. If the first for brand surprised you, the next to reveal something far more important. The Canadian market isn't simply rewarding better cars anymore. It's rewarding brands that adapt faster, and that's becoming the difference between growth and slow decline. 2. Nissan. This may be one of the biggest surprises on the list. Not because Nissan suddenly forgot how to build good vehicles. Far from it. Models like the Rogue, Sentra, and Pathfinder continue attracting buyers. The problem lies somewhere else. For years, Nissan was viewed as one of the pioneers of mainstream electrification. The LEAF proved that electric cars could reach ordinary families long before many competitors entered the segment. But the market refused to stand still. Tesla accelerated. Hyundai evolved. Kia transformed. Chinese manufacturers pushed technology at an incredible pace. Suddenly, being an early innovator wasn't enough anymore. You had to keep reinventing yourself. Today's buyers don't compare cars the same way they did 5 years ago. They compare software, charging speed. Digital ecosystems, driver assistance, artificial intelligence, over-the-air updates. The competition changed, and Nissan now finds itself fighting on a battlefield that barely existed a decade ago. That doesn't mean the company is disappearing. It means the pressure has never been greater, because once customers begin looking elsewhere, winning them back becomes one of the hardest challenges in the automotive industry. And now, the brand at number 1, the one almost nobody expects. 1. Tesla. Wait, How can one of the world's most recognizable electric vehicle brands possibly be number one? Because this list isn't about who builds bad cars, it's about who has the most to lose for years. Tesla wasn't just leading the electric revolution, it was the revolution. Every competitor measured itself against Tesla. Every new EV was compared to a Model 3, a Model Y, or a Model S. The dominance created an enormous advantage, but it also created enormous expectations. Today, the market looks completely different. Traditional manufacturers have invested billions into electric platforms. Luxury brands are launching increasingly sophisticated EVs. Chinese automakers are introducing vehicles packed with advanced software, ultra-fast charging, premium interiors, and aggressive pricing. Consumers suddenly have something they didn't have before. Choice. Lots of it. And that changes everything. The biggest threat to Tesla isn't that its vehicles suddenly became bad. It's that many of the features that once made them revolutionary are becoming standard across the industry. Minimalist interiors. Over-the-air software upgrades, powerful acceleration. Large digital displays, intelligent driver assistance systems. 5 years ago, those features made Tesla feel untouchable. Today, they've become the starting point. That's an incredibly difficult position for any market leader, because pioneers don't compete against yesterday. They compete against everyone who learned from them, and everyone is learning fast. Does that mean Tesla is collapsing? No. It remains one of the most influential companies in automotive history. Its impact on electrification cannot be overstated. But influence alone doesn't guarantee future dominance. Every industry eventually reaches a moment where innovation becomes the minimum requirement, instead of the competitive advantage. That's the moment Tesla now faces. And perhaps every brand on this list faces the same reality. The Canadian automotive market isn't rejecting these companies overnight. It's demanding something new. Faster innovation, smarter technology, better software. Greater value, a stronger ownership experience. Brands that evolve will continue to thrive. Brands that rely too heavily on yesterday's reputation may find themselves losing relevance one customer at a time. Because in today's automotive industry, the greatest danger isn't building a bad car. It's building a good car while everyone else is building the future. And that's the real reason this countdown matters. The names may surprise you, but the lesson is universal. In Canada, loyalty is no longer guaranteed. Every new model must earn it all over again. And in the race toward the future, standing still is the fastest way to fall behind.